So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard. Throwing here, Howell. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Howell going to go for it. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Doug going to look to throw this. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. A throw left side for Pearson is complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And the defense they get to Howell will go down here. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
But what they got to do now, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And incomplete on the deep ball. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. Duggan. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Downs going in motion left. That complete to Downs. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the draw, here's Mitchell. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal, eluding the pressure right. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw, Howell. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Leo Chanel in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Connecting over the middle with Downs.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Throwing, Duggan.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
To throw is Duggan.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Duggan to throw. And this taken in by Downs.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And Howe will throw it.
He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Howell with one final shot.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Packers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Let's go get some money, they playing. think she lost one shoe. Gang the truth. I told her, oh my F's, you got the juice. I pulled up at her friend's house and kicked her out the coop. Gave that the boot. Bye-bye. Yeah, she untamed gorilla that was born in the zoo. That's why you so rude. Who the is you? I been this way since school. Spent the whole million on one set, it's ocean blue. That's why you so up, cause I pay my dues. Let's go, 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 let's go.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I